Greetings, my Rantians. Hope you all are doing well today, and welcome back to another episode of Anno 1800, the modded campaign. We are working on a brand new island today. The island, actually, I should say, the industrial island of Morteau. Now, hopefully I'm saying the name correctly. I mean, technically speaking, I was born in a country that one of the main languages is French, but do you think that I actually learned how to speak the language? No, not at all. Had a terrible French teacher, by the way, in high school. Like, absolutely terrible. You know the type that likes to play favorites and all that kind of stuff? Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I might download Babbel. That's an interesting idea. I might download Babbel and I might learn it. But I also just want to mention before we begin, if you are new here, you like the content, you like what you see here, please consider checking out the channel. And if you'd like to join the Imperium, by all means, it's only one click away, and I'll be quite penetrated by your kindness. I even said this in New Horizons. I want you guys to use that line in real life, and I really, really, really want you to tell me what the reaction of people is. Because I've done it once before, and let me tell you, that dude gave me the biggest double take of his life. Okay, no, Patrick's not going to, but everybody else will, guaranteed. Okay, so the island of Morteau. So what the plan is here, we are going to have to, again, we have some specific missions. I'm still waiting on all of them, obviously, but there are certain ones. I have a plan here. One of the main things is I'm not going to be utilizing any of the mineral deposits on this island for iron and coal, which means primarily we're going to be getting iron and coal from Morteau. And as you can see, there's been a bunch of beautification work put in through here, so I had to change every single one of the windmills over to the other base skin. I got a little industrial quarter set up over here. I left this spot open just in case there needs to be anything else done here. Some sheep farms right over on this side. And I'm trying to see what else. Oh yeah, a nice little village all the way in the back here, which kind of does look very pretty, and at least I imagine. It's got a whole bunch of nice little fountains and whatnot. I just need to put in some clocks. I'm not even fully, like, I feel done yet with the island. Truthfully, I don't, because like, there's little spots in there. I didn't have much time to really work on it, but I did the best that I could with the time that I did have. So, what are we going to do with Morteau? So, what we are going to start off with is we're going to get the central roads built up. And I think over here, right, because it is an industrial island, I'm kind of digging the 3 deep roads. So let's go ahead and get this going. And we're going to try our best to stick to the design that I do actually have right here in front of me. And hopefully it'll work, because I did have to make a little bit of adjustments when it came to, excuse me, Morteau, but I don't think necessarily I have to do that here. I feel like the island is a little bit larger, and therefore we can indeed use the designs a little bit more liberally, I guess is probably the best way of putting it. I don't want to put the road right up against the clay pit like so, but I think what I'll do is I will bring it to like maybe here-ish. And we need to bring it all the way up to here. Okay, so now I see what the problem is. What we'll have to do is this road can't exist, pretty much. You need to get rid of that one. Because the current way that the island is set and the picture is a little bit wonky. So I have to go ahead and get this little piece. And I think what I would like to do, I don't typically do this, but I'm thinking about building it right up against the cliffside, maybe? Because over back here is going to be a steampunk type settlement. Let me just see how this is going to work. Hold on. Is it going to run into the clay pit? Yeah, it will. Okay, 1 tile over, and I think we should be just fine. Bring it to like right here. I did say I didn't want it to be exactly up against the clay pit, but you know what? I think it would be fine. That actually looks pretty. I do like that. I'll get this spot over to about here, because then we're going to run into the next clay pit. So that's pretty much the roads situated for this particular location. This is going to be a big exploitation area, and we do indeed have saltpeter on this island, which is what we really, really are needing over in New Albion for sure. And I believe that these two nations have a pact of trade, so I guess that'll work. But what we need to actually start off with today is going to be building up the harbor area. Now, if I were to imagine the harbor area is going to look something similar to what we did here on Rimoulet. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of copy it to an extent, not exactly, over here. So that's that one, and that's that one right over there. I think we're going to have 2 of the monster guns here as well. So, I mean, obviously, I think it's a good idea. So, you never know, right? Put this one over here and this one over here, right? I don't think I could put that further out. I feel like the monster gun, it has to be... Okay, it has to be on that. Okay, got it. Gonna do a little bit of beautification in front of it. It's not a hell of a lot, but we're just gonna do that right there. What I will start off by doing is with this one. I need to find out the names for these airships, by the way. I don't think we talked about that, and that's primarily for Mr. Major to know. What I'm going to start off by doing is I'm going to get a route going to bring over the coal. I'll bring 3 sets of coal and 3 sets of the iron over to Morteau from now. And we are going to set a new group for this one and rename it to Industrial... Oh, actually, no, we should take it from the lore point of view. Sapini Morteau. I think that's a better way of putting it. There we go. And now that's going to start bringing in the coal and iron for us. So once we do get a population going over here, we will indeed be able to get our work started. And we need to start right now with building the harbor city. Let me go ahead and get a road going through, like, right about here. And we'll start building over on this side. So I'll extend the road all the way to, like, probably here to begin with. And let's start off with the basic home. So I already have the designs when it comes down to what skins they're going to be having. So that's not a big deal. But I'm going to get all the positions set up first and foremost. And get another one here too. We're going to have the farmer school. I don't really want to forget that. We put that there right now. And then city institutions. These ones, hold on. Where's the one for the water? I mean, I guess it was in Harbor City, wasn't it? I was there to begin with. Put that over here. And then church. More than likely going to have a church here. Put the church over on this side. Let's get the roads built up in between everybody, because that's really important. They're going to have to transit wherever they need to go, right? And then we're going to just, like, supplement what they need really quick by bringing in their basic needs. So let's just start off by getting our first people here. Build that, and the church. I'm going to change the church skin to the old church. And then I need that morning at sea. I think this is the one. It is indeed. So put this right over here. And we will
get... city has grown more beautiful.
We won't be saying that for much longer. And then brick skins all around, if you please. Now, we're going to have to get the water pumps going. Let's get the first water pump right over here. That should be sufficient enough for them right now, but I want to imagine that later on it's definitely going to be a problem. We're going to need some horses as well. I think what I can do is... Let's see. How many horses are actually here? We're always maxed out with horses on Xandros, so I don't want to waste an airship for it, because that's just a gross misallocation of resources. I can't also take... Well... You know what? We should probably bring in some beer and such from Rimoulet over here because, well, seeing as how it's going to be an industrial island of sorts, we are going to need the rest. Yeah, okay. Here's what we're going to do. From here, we're going to bring in some work clothes. We're going to bring in some of the 1-pound fish, some of the schnapps. We're going to need some beer. Where's the beer at? There's the beer, and there's the soap. That makes 5. What else are we missing? Don't really think much else at the moment. Well, there's bread.
You reached a new milestone.
The breads might be a thing. Yeah, let's bring all those over to here. Because that's really important. If we get their basic stuff done, we don't have sausages over here. We haven't been making any, so don't worry about it. We'll just snag it from probably New Albion or somewhere like that. I think that'll pretty much solve the condition, right? Oh, we're still gonna need the horses. You know what?
Skies are clear.
Here's what I'm gonna do. You are... How many horses do we have over here on New Albion? I think it's maxed out, isn't it? Yeah. We're gonna bring a whole bunch of the horses from here. And just
Ready to fly.
stockpile it in this particular airship. Just for when we're ready to upgrade. And I want to get the other side also done, too. Let me get a road connection going from right now. It's the dirt path, but don't really worry about it. I will fix it. It's not that big of an issue. Can we build homes in the middle here? Construction area blocked by what? Did I build the wrong thing? Oh, yeah, I was putting down the wrong thing. Shocker. Okay, let me put down some homes over on this side. I'm going to put some homes down over here, too. I wish we could have, like, a bridge over this thing. That would have been kind of cool. Put one home here, one home here. Yeah, that could kind of be interesting. I'm not really seeing this place being the location that's going to be bringing in a lot of ships. But airships, on the other hand, definitely. We can do something like this. Now, more than likely, Mr. Major is going to tell me how to fix all of these naturally. But I do want to see what I can do as well. Yeah, so now, for example, these two in the middle, they won't work. Because, I mean, we just can't get roads to them. But I do kind of like the design. I will admit. I do like this little half horseshoe type thing. So I'm going to replicate it again over here. And do the same over on this side. Really nice little entrance over here. I'll get rid of this little overhang too while I'm at it. This side is going to also need a marketplace, so we'll go ahead and put that down really quick from right now. I'm going to change their skins as well to the ornate one, because that's what I know at the moment. And we'll need the farmer school, all that good stuff. Essentially, just replicate what we did over here, over on this side. Pretty much. Fire department, morning at sea as well. Make it look all nice and neat and pretty and all that other good stuff. All right. We're going to ward against the weirdest things happening on this island. Because I really do need the clay that comes from here. It's a lot of clay, and it can be sent to many different places. That's not the button I want. That's the button I want. Great. Awesome. We're going to change all the building skins here in a moment as well, so don't worry about that. That's not the correct one. This is the correct one. Put this one here. This one right over here. We'll put another set of homes going right up against the shoreline, maybe to about maybe here. I think that looks a little bit nicer. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Do the same over on this side and bring it down. Cool. What can we do in the front? How is this going to pan out? Yeah, that can kind of work. I like it. I like it. I can dig it. We're going to have schools and whatnot over here as well. Where are the ones that I changed? Changed all of them to the brick skins. There we go. Looking cool. So we have the island, or the port town at least started up. We're going to just need to wait for the remaining items to come in. Oh, they need a pub. Oh, I forgot about that. Whoops. We want them to be as happy as possible. Pub. There we go. Pub right in front of the church. I think that's a great idea, right? Nothing bad can ever happen with this combination.
Grass is greener on the other side.
Actually, yeah, it is. Because they're happier over here.
Loving kindness.
Go move to the other side of the port town then, for all I care. Okay, where is the church at, I guess? We'll put the church down, like, maybe about in here, because I think this is a nice spot for it. Change it to... not that one. I'm going to change it to this skin. I don't like it when it's just solitary like this. I'm just going to loop around it, because I want to later on put... oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Interesting idea. This definitely wasn't talked about, but... hold on, where is that thing? It's not this one. We want some towers over here, champ? That'll be kind of neat coming in. I'm gonna put them down, and we will see what the reception is, because I think that'll look kind of neat, low-key, but, yeah. Should I build them? That's wasting resources if I do. You know what? Let's hold off on building it. Because I'm not entirely certain how it would look, really, and if it's acceptable. You know what? No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah, it's pretty sick. I have to do it. I fought the urge. I lost. And we'll do something like this right around it on both sides so it looks all nice and neat. That looks really sick. I'm not gonna lie. That looks... Let me bring this thing down so we can see it. That looks like a really cool entrance to a port town. Really neat. Okay. Do they have everything else that they want? No, we still need to give them the pub and the schnapps. What is taking you forever? Oh, because they're unloading all of the coal and whatnot. Are we bringing in the other stuff for them? What are you bringing? Okay, so that is the one ship that's going to be bringing in all the mail. What the hell? Minus 145 workers. What the heck happened? And of course, the garbage truck needs to show up the moment I'm recording, right?
Give us a voice.
Oh, it's because of the sausages. Okay, well, if that's the case, I'm just going to upgrade more of the homes here. Just to get them above where they need to be. I'm not producing sausages, like, in a mass quantity anywhere, so they can live. They can deal with it. Pub over on this side is definitely important. I gotta find it again. Right over about here. We're gonna put the pub again next to the church. I think that's the best spot for it. Yeah, it goes all the way to every single major spot. Yeah, I like it. I can dig it. Police station and harbor hospital. Yeah, we definitely need to get these also built up. I kind of want to maybe put the harbor hospital in a central spot, like maybe about here. You never know what the heck is going to happen. You don't put these down and then you get a whole bunch of illnesses just popping up left, right, and center. And I know none of us have the time, energy, patience, willingness, any of the, you know, all the above to deal with that BS. So let's just get that situation sorted. There's no way... Do you actually make it to the other side? You do, but not to there. Okay. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the hospital right over on this side. Because I feel like we're going to have to expand the harbor town to an extent over on this side here. So just for now, I'm going to put roads on both sides. I'm not going to link them up on this end and see what we do. But it will pretty much get to every single corner. And we have fire coverage. The only thing that we're really lacking here is a harbor police department. And then later on, we can put down a post office box, probably like one over here and one over on this side. Because I really want to try to max out this harbor area. Make it look really neat. I think, like, as an example, what I could do is something like this, right? And then build that up so it looks a little bit more natural and it's not very rigid, you know what I mean? Okay, put that there. And then going into Morteau itself, we need to make sure that we put down the correct banner, right? I had to clarify, and I am clarifying with Mr. Major every time we go into the... What the hell? Where are my banners? Oh my god. I was about to lose it. I felt like I was going to go through the crisis moment again. Jesus, no, please do not ever do that to me. I don't appreciate it. Thank you very much. Have a great day, game. What we're going to be using is the Kingdom of Sapin Steampunk banner, which is really, personally, my favorite out of the collection. I'm going to be real. It looks awesome. So we're going to put two of them on both sides right over there. And in the center, we're going to have the official Kingdom of Sapin banner. So we have all three of these guys right in the front. And then I think this spot needs a little bit of work, so I'm just going to fill out that little area because that was bothering me. The other airships show up.
Where to?
Great. We're going to get some workers in here, and they're already ridiculously happy. That's a lot of farmers. Do we have enough water coming out? Yeah, we do. So we're getting the rest of these things. We are bringing in enough schnapps, bringing in enough of the fish, all that good stuff for these guys, which is wonderful. Love to see it. But one thing that we're going to be really utilizing with this pack is going to definitely be the steampunk one. Now, you might be asking yourself, you've been here long enough, you probably are going to say, but Rantius, you don't like the steampunk pack. Correct and incorrect. Let me explain why I don't like it. The only issues that I really have with the steampunk pack is that there's just a gross lack of ornaments. There could have been so many more ornaments with the steampunk pack. So much missed opportunity with this is unbelievable. And the fact that only the investor homes are the ones that get a steampunk skin is, excuse my language, very stupid, okay? Because if you want my honest to God opinion, right? Why don't engineers have them?
Of inertia.
Why don't they have them? This, you can never explain this to me. They should have had the steampunk ones, not just the investors. And along with that, it's just kind of difficult to really, like, get... If you're not planning a steampunk-type settlement to begin with, you are going to find this to be so damn tedious. Because, guess what? The tiles, here's your typical one. Let me find it, actually. Here's your typical paving, right? It works with almost damn near everything. Like that right there, this right here, and, like, maybe this right here. Let me show you steampunk now. Go over to Steampunk Pack. What in the actual living hell are you going to do with this? What are you going to do? You have to put this thing down. And then you have to put this one down. And then you have to put this. If you want to, for example, do a mix and match, then how is this going to look in regards to it? Look at the tile. You don't have a tile that's going to work with this. Even with the cobble underneath it, it's just not going to work. In my opinion, it won't. But when you start off a settlement by utilizing this pack, you'll be just fine. That's a whole different story. You have to pre-plan when it comes down to the steampunk pack, and then some, okay? So for example, what we are going to do here is we can't put this thing over both sides of the roads, right? But we can try to get some of the pipe networks going. I thought there was one that would go across the road. I guess that's not gonna happen. But what we're going to start off with is we want to get at least a barrier for steampunk stuff starting up right now. And there is a way to make the celestial tiling look very cool. So like if we were to do something like this, for example, right? We can change up the tiling for them to actually intersect with one another and create these circles. That's kind of neat. And these ones down here, we can keep them as is. So we'll have these, I guess they're crosses, go all the way as far as we can go, right? And then we'll do the same with these. So we'll bring it up to there. Interesting startup. I think we're probably going to have to move this, though, because I don't particularly like where it's situated. But for all intents and purposes, I guess I'll put that down. Did I put a banner in there, too? Oh, no. Oh, I did. Bye, you can't be there. Sorry. What? Okay, there we go. That was like, what? And then we'll do the same, like, over here, but I think what we will focus on is we'll get them to be circles. That's even remotely possible. What am I doing? This one needs to change to a circle. This one also needs to change. This one, too. And this one. Hopefully I explained the issue properly, or well enough, rather. It's not a bad pack, it just lacks so much potential. It could have been so much better. So much better. But that's going to be the startup. We have the harbor town going. We need to upgrade these guys to workers, and then we are going to actually get some of these factories built up. Okay, now, we have the celestial tiling already starting up over here, and what I would like to do is I'm going to go again. You know what? I'm going to do us all a favor. I'm going to go over here, cosmetic. We're going to swap out the bright harvest one for steampunk, and I'm going to start building these steam pipes. The steam pipes are pretty cool. This is probably like the one that I like the most from this particular pack. Steam pipes going through here, and we'll have some steam pipes going up the road. And from here, we're going to start with the industry. Go ahead and get over to the workers, and we want to start off primarily with getting some furnaces built up. And that's, we're not going to be using the Old Town variant skin. We're going to be using the oldie but goodie. So I don't know why it's going to want me to constantly do this, but we are going to split them up a little bit. Like so. We'll get 3 steelworks going to begin with. And what we're going to do is we're going to put steampunk piping in between them. We're also going to extend the road. We'll bring it further down-ish to like right over here. I actually like what I did here. I'm gonna repeat it. To that one right over here. And then we're gonna do the exact same to this spot right over here. Now we're gonna need some more workers because we ran out of the base island storage that we had. We need some horses, which I know I brought this airship, or I needed to bring the airship over here. Actually, no, I took it over to New Albion because there's more horses over here. So let me grab a whole bunch of horses. Can we... Why is it not working for me? The keybind was not working. I don't appreciate it.
Sky's the limit.
What's the island storage capacity here? Actually, hold up. You are leaving, aren't you? No, wait. That's a lot of horses. I need the timber instead.
On our way.
I had a whole bunch of them going over to that side anyway, but I need more timber than anything else. Early game, you need a whole bunch.
Nose forward.
And in between, we're going to link up the steampunk pipes like so. Have a little bit right there. Maybe bring this one further forward and like have that one be over here and do the same kind of like with this one. Kind of represent the fact that the steampunk pipes are in a way affecting this particular chain, right? And then as far as ground tiling is concerned, like, you know, this can kind of be intriguing. We can have, like, the little elevator go from one side of the road to the other. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I've never built a, like, industrial town using the steampunk pack to begin with. So, do I want just a base celestial tiling here? No, I feel like I want... What does this one bring? Oh, those are individual tiles. Okay. Put these ones. Can we change it? Thank you. I feel like that's a pretty decent one. Or perhaps we should actually... Hold up. I'm going to change them up to the crosses because I think the crosses are going to look a little bit nicer here. We'll get some more crosses over on this side. We'll get some over here. And we'll get some over here. Cool. Over in this little corner, I think I want to put the steam clock. And what we can do with it is maybe... Hold on. This will probably screw up, but I can fix it. There's so many variations of the pipes. Now I am seeing the error of my ways. This one needs to just be straight on. This one, on the other hand, it needs to go into the ground. There we go. That's cool. So, like, that is powering this. Cool. Is this the airship that brought the horses and the timber? Great. And we'll just hold off with this over to the side while we allow these guys to function. We have to... I mean, I'm just holding off on seeing what else is needed here. But later on, we're going to swap out the timber, the bricks. More than likely not the steel beams and the windows. It really depends on what the heck we're going to be building. But for the most part, we need to swap out majority of the basic stuff that we have over there. Go ahead and get another set of 3. Oh, wait, I screwed it up. I do like this little road thing. I'm going to keep doing it. I like it. This one's 1 tile in. Yeah, so like right there and right over here. I think the main entrance is going to be on the other side, but like over where this thing is, I screwed it up already. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, it's actually good now. Put that one here. This one over here, and this one over here, if you please. Do the exact same over on this side now. Get the steampunk pipe network going right over here, and then link it in. Oops, didn't mean to click off it. This one over here, this one over here. It's going to be a very busy settlement, let me tell you. Maybe we need piping going to there, over to here. Bring this down and like maybe over to here. Can we upgrade these guys now?
Cream of the crop.
Awesome. Get these guys up to workers. And along with these guys too.
You reached a new milestone.
Thanks, dude. We need people working in these factories, like right now. We seriously are lacking for so much stuff. Great. If only, also, there should have been different skins for warehouses. Except the only one you have, and if you get the pirate pack, let me show you what you get from that one. Why am I in like an informative mood these days? This is kind of weird for me. You go down here, the only other one we have is this really, well, you do have the warehouse one, but later on, I think, isn't there the, where's my pirate one? Oh, I'm sorry. You want to see the pirate one? Let me show you. It's right here. Pirate Cove. Takes it right out of the immersion, doesn't it? Put it back to what it was before, like before we all lose it. Okay, let's get this warehouse connected up. We're gonna have to upgrade it to maximum because we definitely want these guys to be working as hard as they can, potentially. And I think what we need to do, like right in the very beginning, is we need to put down a Imperial trade union, one of many on this island, honestly, because we want to make sure that the factories working here are going to be top tier. So I'm going to put it right over on this side, and I'm going to connect it up with some roads right in the front. And because of where we are, we need to have the Kingdom of Sapin's official banner, and then we need to have the Steampunk banner. We'll have both of these. And then if I go back over to Steampunk pack, I want to see what I can definitely put down here. Maybe the steam clock for sure. That's a good idea. And, well, there is a celestial fountain. I do want to kind of put this thing down. I think I will get rid of the little tiles in the middle here and put this one in here. Adds a little bit more to it. Oh, wait a minute. Missed opportunity. Maybe we can do this too. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Give a porter here and here. Cool. Not looking too bad to start off. Oh, whoops. My camera wanted to go crazy.
Plenty to get stuck into.
I know, dude. I know. Well, I'm not going to give you cigarettes, but I am giving you beer. That should count for a lot, right? Yeah. And you're definitely not going to be getting sick, but you would benefit from an edumacation, right? So we're almost at the point that you want an edumacation. And I have to put them on both sides. Right. So that's actually a good thing. Now I can go back over to Harbor City and get the school because I know they're going to want it pretty much, but the position that they're in is just a bad one. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to get rid of these guys and instead put a school down right about here. We're going to make it everywhere? Well, we'll make it on this side, but we won't on the other one. So we'll work on that in a moment. This side is a little bit easier, I guess, because we can put it probably like right about here. How far will we have to go? Because I don't really necessarily want to put it down next to a pub. That's the thing. I think we can put it down right about here. I'll have roads go around it like so. That way we get some more workers once they actually reach the 750 requirement, which I think we can boost it right now. Get these guys, and at least these guys. Pretty good. I do like this little spot. But it's going to take up a lot of our resources, guaranteed. Why do we have open spots here? No, I don't want that to happen. Put this down over here. Oh, that kind of looks neat. Yeah, that does kind of look cool. I'm just going to leave it as is. That was not intentional. That just kind of happened. Let's get the pipe network going all the way over here, and then, yeah, see, if only it would go over the roads, but apparently it just does not. It doesn't do that. What else can we put here? Advent Turner is not going to matter. I guess the clock is probably going to be... What the hell? What is going on with my game? Can we work? Thank you. We're trying to make a video here, game. You know? This is only, like, predominantly an Anno channel, so we have to make it work. The only way to make it work is if you actually allow me to put stuff down, so the audience can enjoy, you know? The only thing we can do in this day and age. Yeah. We're gonna get at least, like, 2 more of these things built up over here. And we're going to do the same pretty much on the other side. I want this area to be completely covering the whole steel situation, because we need a bunch of it at different sources. Get this coming down. Oh. No, don't do that to me. Thank you. You can do this, though. That'd be kind of neat. This one over on this side, that looks kind of cool. Yeah. And then we'll have the other tiling here as well. This pipe network, if only I could make it clip into the wall a little bit. I guess I can. Like, we're extracting energy from the ground, too. That's kind of an interesting idea. Let me get rid of the tree so we can see this. Yeah, you know, if I just make this whole island have the celestial tiling, that would work. That definitely would work. 2 more of these things, or at least 1 more. Let's just get 1 more. Put 1 more right over on this side. Pipes are a little bit further away for this one, but we can link them up over here because we don't want to expand too much over to this side, maybe. And then if we bring pipes from here, we can do the same over here, link them up. And it's essentially going to be going to like this one, this track. Do the same over here. Not bad. We're overdoing it with the clocks a little bit. I'm not going to bother with that. Make that into a cross. There we go. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. That also does look kind of nice, so I'll keep it that way. Very cool. Okay, so how much are we actually needing as far as our iron and coal is concerned? So we're needing 18 per minute. We're going to have to make sure that the routes coming into this place are going to be damn near perfect. Because we're just going to, like, massively produce a whole bunch of steel and then export it to wherever the heck we need it. Because I'm planning on doing the exact same over on this side, but instead of putting these ones down, I'll probably want to put down some furnaces. Or we continue with building these guys, which... How are you guys doing with regards to the happiness, I guess? Oh, wait. You can turn in all that timber. What are you trading? Okay, clothes and soap and all that good stuff. Turn in all this, because you won't need to just hold on to it. Just go over to the side. What are you bringing? We're bringing in some more coal and iron, which is pretty substantial. Yeah, so I'm not sure how much the values are over on...
Stores are inundated.
Really? Are you kidding? Well, I mean...
Look busy, people.
It's working for now. But I'm gonna build more. I want to build more. Now I'm kind of inspired to build more with this steampunk pack as well. I'm giving it the actual college kids try. I want that known. Normally, I wouldn't. Okay, let me get this going down here. This over here. And this is just temporary until we get some really cool ornaments and such put into these places. I don't know about this side, really. I do want there to be open areas for walking around and whatnot, but I'm not certain exactly what the plan is going to be. So, like, maybe in here, just as a precaution, I'll open it up for this road, and then maybe something else could be built over on this side, but I'm not sure. We will invert this one. Let's get... Actually, hold on. This back, we can put it here. That's kind of trippy. Do I want to keep the clock over there? Yeah, I think I should. Keep the clock. Bring another clock and put it on the other side. And then we'll have to find some open spots over here to see where we can put like some fountains and whatnot. So like over here, this is a great placement for it. I think I want to do the same over here. Yeah, that looks rather nice. Just because it's an industrial settlement, but doesn't mean we can't make it look awesome, okay? Make it look awesome. We're going to also probably utilize the canals at some point. That'll be pretty cool, too. I think it will work really well with this. You know what? It's doing, like, 2 things. It's really enhancing what we have here. Wait, don't these things have a different skin? I thought they did. Huh. Wait a minute. I also do have these monstrosities. Well, I think I might save these ones for just Imperium tech. Yeah. Yeah, I need to differentiate just a little bit. These guys should be pretty substantially strong the way that they are. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to definitely be having some heating power plants over here. So we do have oil sources, which is lovely. We'll definitely be tapping into those. And I think we can actually get to work on this little thing right now. The oil harbor is designated to be right over here. That's not the oil harbor. This is a small oil harbor. Pick the right option, my guy. Like, we want to try to actually function at a decent level today. Just trying. Not going to promise that we're going to succeed at it, but we're still giving it the go. I think we're going to put one refinery over on this side, and then one refinery over on this side. Yeah. So how can we make this work with the tracks? Well, this needs to come further forward, and it's going to go to like here and bend down. Yeah, to about here to link up. That's fine. The front end is easier, so both of these will be connected up as is. Perfect. But we're going to have a double track getting through here. So I want to see what a good spot for that would be. We can take one... You know what? I've never done this. Let's take one over on this side and... Oh, one over from this side. Right. And then we're going to find this. Bring it up just a little bit, like maybe to there. And then we'll bring it straight on to about here. Yeah. Not from this... Well, yeah, I think I should have it from this side. No. I'm screwing it up. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Put it from this side, bring it up, and then take it straight on this direction. And we're going to link it up with this guy, and we're going to link it up with this guy. So now, these oil wells will indeed be able to work the moment that we build up the towers. So let's build up the towers for that guy. Let's build up the towers for this guy. Awesome. And that's 3-second oil for you. How fast is it for you? 3 seconds for you. So over here, we're going to swap the skins to the steam liner. I feel like that's probably the best one that we can put for this area. And we'll just let them work, because that's really all they can do at the moment. And collecting a whole bunch of oil for us right now is also going to be a good idea. Let's go ahead and expand the oil stores themselves. Put that over on this side. And this is just me being, you know, me. I kind of have to have them look even. Put this guy, like, right here. This one right over here. We need some more bricks. And
Where to?
we need to... Well, it's 297 over here. 400 over here on Saint-Cyr. So let's head over back here. I do need to get back to this island at some point. I've completely let it go. Because, I mean, there's so many other things that have been calling for us that we needed to attend to. And obviously, I prioritize you guys and your builds, your ideas before my own. So I want to make sure that I always do my best. Steam spa is not going to matter here. I do want to try, like, at different spots to put down another fountain. Like, maybe one over here, and then maybe one, like, right about... I think if we go one tile further, it would look nicer. There we go. One here, one here. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. And maybe, like, a little bit further back, like, about there, we can have another one of these. Yeah, it looks cool. Looks pretty cool. I think I'm going to have to try to blend a couple of the other packs with this place. But we'll see. We need to eventually venture and get some specialists for this island, because we definitely want these guys to work very well. But now I want to focus on getting a couple more of these steel furnaces built over on this side. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to blueprint it, and I'm going to copy over... this one, and this one. And we're going to put them right here, and we're going to put the other three over on this side. Is that correct? That is indeed correct. Love to see it. We're gonna run out of a lot of stuff here. Okay, we need the bricks in order for them to function. For the time being, I'm just going to connect them up with dirt roads till I bring them in, which won't take too long because these airships are ridiculously fast. Oh, that was an interesting idea. How about if we bring it like so? That's nice. We do need to mix and match just a little bit. So that one could be a little bit shorter than the other ones. Build up all of the pipes. And then we'll build more of the pipes until the airship comes back, which I do need to go and check where it's at the moment. I don't want to forget about it. Okay, you should be over here.
Airborne and ready to go.
Great. I need you to bring in, like, every single brick you have. That's a lot. There's also a lot of bricks over here on New Albion. But they're being made on Saint-Cyr, so that's also a thing. I think the next one should be getting the clay deposits all set up, because, I mean, there are freaking 9 of them over here. 9 clay deposits. That's ridiculous.
A check copy?
Oh, I was hoping you wouldn't show up this episode, my guy. What's your problem?
We have taken to calling you the Master, among many other complimentary monikers.
You know what? I'm strangely okay with this. I'm strangely okay with it. I need my airship. Did you?
Lift achieved.
Oh, I didn't notice how close we were to Vrain. Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, let's fast forward it so we get the airship in here a little bit faster. We need all those bricks, like, right now.
Onward.
And I'm gonna get these roads, first and foremost, built up properly. Can we build 2 more of these guys? We can build 1. I don't really want to screw with it too much. I think this is just fine. We can put a warehouse down here, though. Even though they definitely can go all the way to the main harbor area to turn it in, but I don't like that idea. I just really want to put a warehouse probably like, maybe here. Is that even possible? You know what? We'll put it... Oh, crap. I did want the pipe network to go around it, but I don't think that's possible now. Build it right here. Max it out. And we'll do something like this. We'll have it go to there. This pipe can go all the way down to, like, in here. And then we can even have it be brought to, like, here and here. Okay. Straight in. Link it up. I want that elevator or escalator, whatever the hell this thing is, over in the middle on the side. And I do want one over here. Kind of nifty. Like it. Build up the remaining furnaces. We have a major industrial complex already started up here. Copy over from this side, because I do like these tiles a little bit more. That there. This one here. That there. We can do something nice over in this spot. Let's put one of these down. And then we're going to need a clock for sure. I don't like putting the clock all the way in the back. Yeah, put the clock here. Put some of the tiling. Yikes. Okay, hold on. We can get some pipes here. Pipe there and here. This could make sense. I'm going to roll with it anyway. I like it. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, we could have put a clock there too. Well, it is what it is. I want to get the front done with these tiles, so I think this is the only one that we can do. Otherwise, it's going to start cutting into the ground. There we go. That's fine there, and then that's going to take it all the way to there. There's a kid crying. What the hell? What'd y'all do to the kid? Don't make me come over there. Put 2 of these trees down. That kind of blends in a little bit too well. And then maybe one of these bleak lamps over on this side. That'd be kind of cool. Nice. Okay, so that's a really good startup. That's a really powerful startup, actually. I'm keen. I'm digging it so far. Is this actually a change of heart for the Steampunks pack? It could be the redemption arc we were all waiting for. Hell, I'm for it. Look, dude, if there's, like, any chance that this whole pack can be redone properly, believe me, I'm probably going to be the first in line to tell them to do it. I love everything steampunk, and I was so keen on wanting to get it. Even way back before it was actually on sale. I got it when it was on sale, of course, but the main thing is I always enjoyed steampunk vibes, and the fact that it wasn't cutting it really sucked. Okay, why are they...
Full a day of dreary drudge.
It's a -4 when it comes to the pollution. You know what? Over here, we can even start producing some of the flutes. Cigarettes. What do we need for the cigarettes again? I forgot. They're part of the soldiers, aren't they? Or it could be over here. No, it should be part of the workers. Cigarettes. What do we need? We need hops and we need paper. So, if we get some lumberjack huts built up in the back there...
New unionism is our future. Us filings swept into an iron tide. The rattle of the workers. Freedom and equality for all.
He said all that to convince me to make him some cigarettes. I want that known. He was already preaching to the converted, but I let him do it anyway. Anyway. Yeah, I think what we can do is, like, maybe over in this spot. Because I feel like if we get a majority of the industry built up over here, then we will be able to have some spots in which we can have those really powerful lumberjack huts that you actually utilize electricity, and we'll use the oil that we have coming out of here to do it. So maybe we can get that set up over here and start it off. How about that? If you guys are unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, there's a whole new collection over here, Advanced Production, in which a lumberjack's camp, can be powered with electricity. But I think the main electrical hub, right? This requires us to have engineers. But we could always use Nate's Windmill in order for this to happen. We do have the workers. We can start it up. We just need some sails. I'm going to take the Dusky Hawk 2, not the name that I'm planning on keeping for this airship or any of the airships for this particular island, rather. And we're going... What the hell? What are you missing?
We've run out of gubbins.
Holy shnikes. Okay, well... Can't build any more of these, can we? Oh, we can! What the hell? There's export offices that can be built here. 1, 2, and 3.
Out of this old copper. What a sight.
Thanks. Totally not like I've built docklands like many, many times already, dude. Okay, import, export. Whoa, this became legendary? Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. We'd love to see it. Okay, if that's the case, then we need some... We need the piggies. We need the piggies. Come on. We need the piggies. We need a tallow. Where a tallow at? Tallow. And there's one other thing we can possibly do. I want to see what the ratio is going to be this to advanced weapons. Yeah.
Ship was cheered, the harbor cleared.
You know, I'm kind of not opposed to it. Why am I entertaining that idea? Oh, wait a minute. I can tell you what we can do. Bring in some furs. Some furs would be nice. Because we're going to have to bring it up the chain anyway. Cotton fabric. We have to bring in cotton fabric? Oh, that's BS. What about this? Chocolate? We need plantains, which we don't even have access to yet. I've probably checked that a million times. We need to import hops in order to get the malt. You know what? I'm going to do that just to satisfy this BS right here. Okay. So we'll solve that whole problem. What did I even want over here? I needed sails.
Skies are clear.
There's some sails. 150 sails. And we're going to bring this over to Morteau right now. And we're going to get... Actually, here's what we're also going to do. Let's get the clay pits all connected up. That's the first one. This is the second one. I'm not, like, completely dead set on where the roads are going to be for them. This one's already on the main road. Can't really do much with that one. I'm just going to link this one up with the main road, I guess. Straight into the clay pit. This one, we will build a road straight up to it. We're going to have a road that goes into this spot because we want both of these guys to be connected up to a fire department, which we will build up momentarily. That one's fine. This one needs to have a road like so. This can go all the way to about here. Try and make it look nice. Because I think we'll bend it over in this direction. And then from here, we'll connect this one, loop it around, bring it straight up to this guy. And I think that's all the clay deposits. But each one of them need to have how many workers on them? 50. Okay, so that's a decent number of workers that we need. So, and upgrade some more. Because we don't need the farmers here, we need the workers. But I do also want to start working on the timber, which is what is absolutely necessary right about now. So the industrial camp will indeed work. The only thing about it is it won't work as hard. It'll just work as a normal lumberjack hut. That's totally okay-ish. Up here is meant for a steampunk settlement. Well, you know what? We can RP this. We can say that we're chopping down the trees again in order to rebuild the settlement, which is totally fine. It actually is really cool, too. So, let me go ahead and connect the road to this. Right? That's going to be just fine. So, it's going to be working at 15 seconds, easy. Same as the other ones normally do. I'll get a warehouse positioned, like, right next to this thing. And then, if we go to the electricity, and we put Nate's Windmill down right next to it, this thing is now going to be processing at 7 seconds for some timber. I'm sorry, for some wood. Which is what we ideally want to have happen. Problem is that these things actually do cost us influence in order to build, but nevertheless, I think it's actually a good idea that we get this going. And we'll build the next one over on this side. And we'll get another one of Nate's windmills set up to it. So once it's done with its planting, and if you guys didn't know about this, if you ever run into this problem, planting in progress, what you can do is you can go over to the beautification menu right over here, and then go to the temperate forest, and then literally pick any of these. Well, not primarily those ones, but let's say.
Celebrate your leadership.
Thanks, announcer, for screwing it for me. Just click and drag, and it'll automatically just fill it for you, so the cultivation area is now maxed out for you. Very quick, easy, nice little way to cheese the system. Right? Right. We love to see it. And I think I probably can put down Nate's Windmill next to the clay pits as well, so they become even more powerful. So, hypothetically, I build this one right over here, right? I think what I would like to do is at least get the pipe networks to go straight up alongside these roads to start off. So, at least to here. Again, probably will change it at some point. Maybe from this... Actually, hold on. Let me put down the warehouse first, which it fits perfectly over here. Nice. Great. And we're going to need Nate's Windmill. So I can put Nate's Windmill down for these guys to work a little bit harder. That's fantastic. So instead of 30 seconds, it's now 15 seconds. And I'll upgrade that once. Let's get this to it over on this side. Pretty good. So now we have some clay coming out. I think what we'll do over here is we're going to start working on the whole steel beams production and whatnot, probably in the next episode. Really streamline that process and get the clay pits going. Because we're planning on just filling it out as much as we possibly can. And I think Nate's windmills are very steampunk vibe, aren't they? I think that can be RP'd as such. Do something down here as well. So I might actually keep these roads the way that they are. Nate's Windmill, if you please. Let's have it right over here and build up the clay pit. Thank you. Over to right about there. I don't want to, like, hug every single building we have with the pipes. I feel like that'll just be too excessive. But I do want the pipe network to be probably one of the most important things on the island. So right now, we are maxed out with
shut the
steel.
storeroom door.
That is what we like to see. We need to increase the island storage capacity, which we'll probably do over on this side, and even we do have this free harbor area over here. Then we are going to massively work on bricks. Bricks from Morteau are just going to be insane, my guy. So far, it's looking pretty awesome. I think the island is going to work out the way that I envisioned it, along with the, the one graph that I have here. I'm pretty sure Mr. Major is going to give me some more to work with, which I really do appreciate. And I'm so happy that this is already working out just fine. We're going to work on it even more in the next episode. I'll have to ask him about weapons and such, because I feel like we could also really utilize weapon productions here to a massive degree. But we'll see. I'll ask when we get to that point. Until next time, my friends, thank you so much. Please consider like, commenting, subscribing, hitting that bell button, sharing it with your friends, and I'll catch you in the next episode, my Rantians.